Hi, my name is Hugo. I'm currently doing the MSc Accounting and Finance here at LSE, and I live about 25 minutes walk from here, which in London is genuinely a luxury. I moved here from Paris last September, and today I want to give you a real sense of what it's like to study in the Department of Accounting. We are here in the Marshall building. This is the newest building on campus, and we are lucky enough to have the Department of Accounting based here on the 3rd floor. But it's not just lecture rooms though. There is also a gym, a sports hall, music rehearsal rooms, and my personal favorite spot on campus, Beaver's Brew, which I may have visited a few too many times this year. One of the first things I noticed when I arrived is how human-scale the department is. You're not lost in a huge anonymous faculty. Every student is assigned an academic mentor or tutor at the beginning of the year, someone you can go to for guidance, whether it's about your studies or just navigating life at LSE. The administrative team knows the student personally, and the faculty are genuinely accessible. It's not something you would expect from a school with LSE's reputation, but it's real. So now, let me show you what the course actually looks like. Teaching in the department takes different forms depending on your program and years, but a lot of it happens in rather small groups, in rooms set up like this one. The U-shape of this room isn't just aesthetic. It really changes the dynamic. You're expected to engage, ask questions, and discuss. You typically take between 6 and 8 courses across the year. At postgraduate level at least, that equals to approximately 12 contact hours per week, and you have quite a lot of freedom in how you choose your courses, and this is what I really appreciated when I arrived here at LSE. The workload outside of class is demanding, but that also means that you have more freedom to invest in other things, such as networking, getting involved in societies, or just enjoying the city. The department organizes a lot throughout the year. A formal ball, a Christmas reception, a trip for postgraduates, cultural outings. It may sound like a small thing, but when you're away from home for a long time, it matters more than you'd expect. It's what turns a cohort of students into an actual community, and I can tell you that some of my best memories this year have nothing to do with coursework. But the department also goes beyond the social side. For example, this year we had senior figures from Goldman Sachs or Optiva, the kind of access you don't really expect everywhere. And when it comes to what happens after graduation, this is when things get really interesting. This is the Southwark Student Center. It houses the Student Union, but also LSE Careers, the school-wide career service. Career support here in the department operates on 2 levels. At departmental level, there are dedicated career consultants who specialize in the kinds of roles accounting and finance students typically go after. They can help with interview prep, CV reviews, or application strategy. At school level, LSE Careers runs events almost every day, such as employer presentations, workshops, or career fairs. I won't say that the London job market is easy, because it isn't, and I think it's important to be honest about that. But the resources are genuinely there, and I found them really useful. For example, I got a full-time job in London after graduation, and I can say that the support I received along the way made a true difference. LSE sits right in the heart of London, and I think it's one of its greatest assets. There are dozens of student societies covering pretty much every interest you can think of. I personally joined the Outdoors and Hiking Society and the Swimming Club, so between weekend trips to the countryside or weekly pool sessions, there was always something going on outside of uni. And beyond the societies, LSE hosts public events with Nobel Prize winners, heads of state, leading figures from the business and economics world, the kind of speakers you don't really get access to everywhere. It's an intense year, but I've never once been bored. This year at LSE is something I'll never regret. It's challenged me academically, pushed me professionally, and introduced me to people from all over the world. If you're considering applying to the Department of Accounting, whether at undergraduate or postgraduate level, I hope this video gave you a genuine picture of what to expect here. All the information you need is on LSE's website.